Winter Spirit, Back9 mixologist John Giannetti stops by with a cure for the winter golf blues. I'm Lou Holder.
And I'm Shane Bacon, Desert Do-Over. I take an in-depth look at the renovations at TPC Scottsdale.
And Universal Pereira gives us his perspective on how music can help your golf game. Tune up, The Turn starts now.
If you had to pick a foursome to play with, now, the way I always answer this question when they ask me, I always put you in the foursome. Then I pick three.
Well, I'm not going to put you in my foursome.
Well, you don't have to.
Don't get
just telling
offended.
you.
Never played with Obama, but I would. But nah, that's okay. I take him out. He's a hack, man. I'd be all day playing with him.
You really want to say that?
Yeah.
The President of the United States
Don't worry
is a
about
hack?
it. I never said he wasn't a great politician. I'm just saying he's a off.
Recently, I was just in Oregon, and it was all about the fantastic Oregon Pinot Noirs paired up with a nice earthy, grilled, juicy salmon.
I was influenced a lot by Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, his music changed my life. The Beatles changed my life. Paul Simon, Simon and Garfunkel, they changed my life. They arranged their own songs, so to speak, on the spot. And I love that because I've always felt that spontaneity is the key to most anything.
So this week what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some things you can do indoors, most of which just with, you know, kind of things that you have laying around the house anyway.
You feel like Phil Mickelson? So yeah, just a piece of paper, a nice foam golf ball. You can get a chair or a Voss or whatever you want and just try to knock it in there, even keep it in there. Like you said, you can play games against people if you want to.
Oh, absolutely.
You have a few minutes.
Now, Jay, when we were walking through here before, I noticed a letter from George Harrison here, and there's a picture of Ringo. How do they factor into all this?
Yeah, in the Nashville section.
The Beatles.
It goes back to Bob Dylan. Pete Drake was playing steel guitar, not only on the country hits, but he also ended up on the Bob Dylan sessions here in Nashville. And George heard those records, and he's like, where do I get a hold of that guy? The Beatles had broken up at the time, and George was making his first album, All Things Must Pass. And Pete went over to England and did the sessions.